Hello everyone, this is SMA Watts, and welcome back to our Let's Play of the Sith Warrior. We are now at the foot of the unfinished Colossus, which is quite imposing. Alright, let's meet with our contact first.
Commander Pritch at your service, my lord. Lord Barris informed me you'd be paying us a visit. I'm prepared to offer full assistance.
Aren't you a good little soldier?
Lord Barris has always found me so, Lord. Permit me to update you on the situation here. There's been much unrest in these parts recently, my lord, capped off by a violent slave revolt that has the surrounding jungles overrun with armed slaves.
Then they're not slaves anymore, are they?
I stand corrected, my lord. Former slaves. What no one knows is that Lord Barris orchestrated the insurgents to disrupt one of his rivals, and he wants his involvement kept secret. Now the slave captains who led the revolt are threatening to expose Barris's involvement unless they receive more potent weapons.
I've got to be honest, I don't think the hand up there like that stopped anyone from hearing you.
Slaves. They're never satisfied.
I'd just be happy if you took the stupid shock collar off.
I'll take it under advisement.
I see you know how to handle slaves, my lord. You'd think they know better than to blackmail a Sith Lord. Lord Barris wants you to kill enough of the blackmailing slave captains to make the others lose their resolve.
Violence is not always the answer.
Well, I suppose. Many of these slave captains are former criminals with ties to the underworld. In fact, some have been selling their fellow slaves to the black market. If their followers found out, they'd be furious. If I had proof that they're selling their own people back into slavery, I could blackmail the slave captains to stop blackmailing Lord Barris.
Blackmailing blackmailers. Sounds poetic.
I bet they keep records of their transactions. If you rifle the slave captains' footlockers and find proof, I'll do what I can to use it against them.
It's worth a try.
However you want to deal with it, my lord. The slave captains have their home base around the unfinished Colossus. I'll await any proof you salvage from the slave captains' belongings.
Interesting.
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
You've been observing them. Give me your best guess.
I don't really know. Who can fathom the mind of a slave? We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes, and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
The slaves will give up their knowledge to me.
Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
Alright. The slave... oh. Voice gone. The slave killers.
Hey, my lord, right? Not sure about my propers with you folks. Seeing as how you're already killing slaves and causing a fuss, how'd you like to make a pile of credits?
Can't have too many credits.
That's what I like to hear. Let me give you the lowdown. So Darth Valron is on the Dark Council, and his apprentice, Lord Ket, wants to advance, so he starts building a giant statue to his master. But Lord Ket doesn't want his master to know, so he brings in slaves from off-world. Slaves rebel, and we get this mess.
The slave rebellion I'm familiar with, though I didn't know the specifics.
Here's where it gets complicated. Lord Ket wants to save face, but secretly. He calls in me and my mercs. By the time we get here, the slaves have captured some giant industrial drills and they're getting ready to bring down the whole giant statue. Our best team goes in with explosives to blow up the drills. Slaves kill every last one. Got a pile of credits for anyone who grabs those explosives, hooks them to a giant drill, then fights off slaves until the explosives detonate.
Yeah, it's a simple enough one. This one's actually pretty important because it's where you can get a moddable offhand item. Like, it's less important if you're a marauder or a mercenary, but if you didn't get your
Just when you
vibro
thought
knife,
there weren't enough big statues on this planet.
if you didn't get your vibro knife or your shield generator or your focus from Black Talon, Saving Face is a good place to get it.
Took some work.
Useless to me. Alright, now I need... Okay, so... we can get the slave killers. Which... Oh wait, Rebel Slave Captains is the dark-sided option. We didn't take that one. We're looking for cultists? Yeah, slave cultists. Who paint themselves in blood after killing each other. Which is just weird. Oh, Vet was having her own little fight. Fortunately, she won.
You're not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
What sort of a freak of a slave are you?
I am Traga Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
You know nothing about the Sith.
I know the Sith code. Freedom comes through power, through victory. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
I'm guessing insanity runs in your family.
Look how these pathetic free men tremble at the sight of me. Now, glorious lord, you can spread word of us to the Empire. Give us your blessing, and we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
The Empire will hear your message.
As it should be. Take this datapad, my plea to the Sith Lords. For now, I am not ready to leave the Colossus. With every kill, I feel my power grow. And there are many slaves who may yet join me. But soon, we will all be ready. We will await word from the Empire.
I'm sure you will. Doesn't make you any less of a madman.
You underestimate us. If we meet again, perhaps you will see this. Farewell for now. We return to the shadows.
That's just weird. I mean, if they can rise to the Sith code. He's right. Through victory I gain strength. Through strength, power, and then something change. passion, through power of victory, and the victory of my chains are broken. Alright? Rebel slaves, rebel slaves. Oh. There is in fact a thingamabob I need to get over here. Still using Shen style though. Or, no, Shaicho. I haven't gotten Soretsu, and I probably won't get Shen because we're going immortal. Which I suppose means there's no probably about it. I just won't get Shen. Since Shen style is specifically for, is it Vengeance, the middle tree? Yeah. Let's see how this goes down here. I'm not 100% sure this will actually work because I don't have the slave form. Slave form? The tank form. All this talk of slaves, man. Just, let's... Why are you stuck? Aren't you over here? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get the last level of Quake. Well, now we're level 14, but we don't have the abilities, so... One of those things that I'm almost 100% sure I could do with Soretsu form, but I'm not 100% sure I can do without. We'll see.
I'm going to haunt you.
Well, I'm feeling a little bit more confident in it. Initial commands. They must be in a group, because I can't invite them to a group. Huh, weird. Oh, I already invited them to a group. Let's turn that on so that I can... that'll actually make it significantly easier. Oh. Well, yeah. And then Cleo. I want to summon Cleo. Oh yeah. This power. Really 40. Oh, you went to a. Well. Maybe you shouldn't realize this is a heroic, or what that means. Agreed. Alright. Hey, Cleo. Plant the explosives. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that means she's a snipe the portable cover means she's a sniper, which means no heals, but a lot more damage.
Better check I still have all my parts.
Alright. Stop moving! No reason not to hit it on the off chance that I actually do need it. Really more on the off chance that you got need it. Alright. He just disappear. Well, let's cut our way out of here. What the hell that was wood? I should do that rage thing, because I'm... and group. Alright. Yeah, if she's heading back, which they might be, but I have this feeling they probably aren't. They probably have stuff to do in here. Oh, they found our own friends. Doesn't usually happen. I'm gonna turn that off before they start talking about, well, really anything General Chant usually talks about, because that tends to vary from offensive to stupid.
That was a fantastic show. That drill just lit up the night. Here's the credits, as promised.
Screw your credits, give me a shield. Basic defense shield. Oof. That's shield, right? Yeah, shield, yeah. Yay, moddable shield.
My lord, you're back. Did you find sufficient proof that the slave captains are selling their people back into slavery?
The slave captains kept logbooks.
Most impressive, my lord. I can see why Lord Barris has such faith in you. Now I can threaten to expose the truth. If the slave captains don't want to be torn limb from limb, they'll stop blackmailing Lord Barris. I must stay, my lord. It's been inspiring watching you work.
You've been very helpful, Commander.
Thank you, Lord. I'm pleased to hear that. I'll inform Lord Barris that the situation has been handled.
Yeah, there's a little weird spike on my glove, isn't there? That's sort of odd.
It's good to see you back. I knew those slaves couldn't hold their own against you. I take it you managed to track down one of the murderers. What's their story? Can we use them?
The killers will now serve the Empire. I have their oath of allegiance here.
What do you mean? Let me see that datapad. This is madness. They're serious. Slaves who think they can become Sith.
Those killers are closer to Sith than you'll ever be.
Yes, as you say. I'll inform Command. I'm not actually authorized to speak with Sith Lords on the blockade. But I'll make sure they know too. It's been an honor working with you. I hope we meet again.
Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you'll watch the next one.